Hello, everyone. Hello. I hope you all recall this program, 90 Day Fiancé, a TV program that involved one Angela from the US and Michael from Nigeria. I don't know if there's anybody out there who follows trend, who doesn't know about this case. In the 90-day program, if you want to learn more about this program, just look it up. I don't want to go into the whole background about the program. I didn't even know much about it until this case came on board. So if you recall, just to give you a bit of the background, Michael came here on a green card, marriage-based green card that was filed by Angela, the U.S. citizen. That was last year, October. And around February this year, it was reported that he absconded. He left Angela. So then the question became, what will happen to Michael's green card now that he was no longer with the petitioner, that is Angela? And I recall making a video. In my prediction, I said, look, since Michael came here when the marriage was already 2 years old or older, or more than 2 years, he must have come with a green card, a 10-year green card. Therefore, there was little or nothing Angela could do at that point, because I recall seeing a video where Angela was threatening to get him deported. I made a prediction. I said, look, there was very little she could do at that point. Now, the update I'm getting is that she has filed for an annulment of the marriage. And I'm sure a lot of you will be wondering, why file for an annulment instead of a divorce? It is not unusual for a scornful spouse to file for an annulment instead of a divorce. The whole reason is to get the marriage annulled. Annulment of marriage basically means the marriage never existed. It was never in existence. And remember, Michael came here on the basis of his marriage to Angela, on the basis of his marriage to a U.S. citizen, Angela. So if Angela can get the marriage annulled, it means that marriage never existed. Therefore, the basis of getting that green card never existed. Therefore, Michael should stand the risk of losing his green card. That is the whole point. It is not unusual for us to see cases like this where people will go for an annulment. In this case, the U.S. citizen spouse will go for an annulment. The petitioner will go for an annulment. From what I'm seeing, Michael has raised a lot of money to defend this case. And to establish fraud in order to get this marriage annulled, proving fraud in a civil case, even in a civil case, is not easy. The standard of proof is, balance of probability. It's obviously a lower threshold in comparison to a criminal case if you are proving fraud, but it is still not easy to prove fraud in a civil case. I am just wondering what is there that Angela wants to establish, except there are some information that we don't know that are not there in public, not currently in the public domain. Mind you, we are discussing this because this matter, we are not involved in it. Our office is not involved in it, but we are discussing it because it's a matter that is already in public and it has some connection with the U.S. immigration. So, establishing fraud to get an annulment in this case by Angela, I do not believe she will succeed. That is my prediction. Their relationship lasted for a number of years. It was well documented. It was all in the public eye. So I don't know what it is that she has that we don't know about that she can use to prove fraud. Michael just needs to challenge the case. That's all. And the burden will be on her to prove that Michael got married to her by way of fraud, by basically deceiving her. And when she can establish fraud, it means that the marriage was never supposed to be there. Annulment means the marriage never existed. If you get an annulment of marriage, if you are asked, even in an official record, whether you have been married, you can validly say no, because by law, in the eyes of the law, the marriage never existed. So, but it's one thing to file for annulment, it's another thing to succeed. In this case, the question is, will she succeed? My prediction is that she will not succeed. She will end up filing for a divorce. She will end up filing for a divorce. The annulment case, she's not going to succeed. That is my prediction, subject to whatever it is that she's going to do in court. Now, the second issue there is that, say, for instance, let's say in the unlikely event that she succeeds, what impact would that have on the green card that Michael has? In the unlikely event that she succeeds in getting an annulment, will that result to Michael's green card being revoked by USCIS? Just because someone got a green card through you doesn't mean you have the power to revoke it. It is up to USCIS to make that determination. In this case, even if she gets an annulment and she decides to try to revoke it, applying to USCIS, USCIS does not have to. And from my experience, USCIS is not in the business of revoking green card. The moment that you qualify, you get your green card, and they later discover that you obtain it by fraud, in many cases that I've seen, they don't even care. I've seen so many cases where someone who has a green card would apply for citizenship. And when you apply for citizenship, they are going to investigate your history, your background, everything about you. And in the course of making that investigation, then they found out you obtained that green card by fraud. If they obtain, I've seen so many cases where USCIS will go ahead and deny you your citizenship application. In the denial letter, they will state clearly that the reason why they are denying your citizenship application is because they believe that the green card you have, you didn't even qualify for it in the first place. And guess what? They will deny your citizenship application, but they will let you have your green card. I've seen so many cases like that. They are not in the business of revoking green card. So even if Angela succeeds in this annulment case, it still doesn't mean that USCIS will revoke Michael's green card. I don't see that happening. The chances of that happening is very, very remote. So I think this whole fight by Angela is a complete waste of time. First, I don't believe she will succeed in the divorce in the annulment case. And secondly, if on the unlikely event that she succeeds, I do not believe it will result to Michael losing his green card. So the best thing for her will be for her to just go ahead and file for divorce and move on with her life. Once somebody gets their green card, it's 10-year, you have your 10-year green card. There's no limitation. It's a permanent resident card. Even the 10-year, that doesn't mean if it expires, doesn't mean that is the end of it. No, it's permanent. If it expires, you are still a green card holder. You just need to renew it. Or you can, if you qualify for citizenship, you apply for citizenship. So I hope we learn some lesson from what is going on. I'm going to give you an update and we'll see how my prediction works out. Thank you.